So there's a lot of talk about healing, right? And sometimes we actually can't heal alone. So I know for me, I thought I was like completely healed until I nearly got into a relationship again, and suddenly, oh my god, all of these traumas started to come up that I thought I didn't have. And then I was able to heal in that relationship, because that's when you make the decisions. For example, if you're like avoidant attachment and you want to run from someone, you can't actually do that alone. Like, you need to be in that relationship or nearly in that relationship for that person to trigger you, so that you can then say to yourself, I'm not going to run, I'm actually going to like communicate with this person more and stay and like try to fix my attachment style. So yeah, a lot of healing is done with other people because we need that trigger. That can lead to another point, like everyone has trauma. Everyone is unavoidable, and you know why? Because our parents are not perfect, and we can't hold our parents to such a high standard because it is their first time on earth as well. Not everyone is meant to be in our life for a long time. A lot of people are karmic, and karmic partners and friendships, they come into our life to teach us a lesson so we can then learn that lesson ultimately and move on and create something better for ourselves. You teach people how to treat you by how you treat yourself. So if you treat yourself really badly, how do you expect to be treated like a princess, like a queen? Because you're a joker, you know, and that person can see that. We can't make someone see our value, and ultimately it is not our job to prove our value and our worth to someone. And yeah, because words are meaningless. You can't go, do you know how much I'm worth? They don't care. They don't care. Just do it. Time will pass anyway. Whatever you're thinking about doing, you're wasting time pondering doing it. Like, just do it. The time is gonna pass. Just freaking do it. Take the first step, okay? Leap and the net will form. You can't please everyone. Not everyone will like you. It's not also your job to make everyone like you, and also not everyone is entitled to like you. We are so lucky to be alive and to experience the full range of human emotions. Yesterday I was really sad about something, but then I was thinking, I'm so lucky to be alive and to experience this emotion, this sadness right now actually. Like, how lucky am I? And I think when we shift our perspective like that, life just seems a lot better. But we're alive and we're experiencing things, and if you're in pain, that pain is ultimately gonna pass and you're going to be okay, okay? No matter how bad your situation is, how dire it is, you're going to be okay. People respond to actions, not words. And we've talked about this in the past and earlier in the video, but look, if someone's not treating you right, it's better to just walk away. Like, you can say something once, and if they keep on doing it, just walk away. Okay, or go silent. Everything is an investment, which means if you're paying for therapy, if you're paying for that personal trainer, it is an investment and it's worth it. Grades don't matter as much as you think it does, especially in a world where now people are not getting jobs necessarily based on their grades now. It really depends on the field, but there are so many different ways to go about getting that job now. Your grades don't matter as much. So if you fail that exam, it's not like the end of the world, but always do your best. The grass is not always greener on the other side. It's an illusion, and also the grass is green where we water and fertilize it. So those relationships that are flourishing that you see online is because two people every day are watering each other and fertilizing one another. Do you know what that means? What you should take away from it? Water the fucking grass you have. Fertilize the grass you have, and it will grow and it will flourish, okay? And also, winners focus on winning, losers focus on winners. So stop looking at other people's grass and look at your own for a change. You always know the answer. You just don't want to acknowledge it. When we go and we ask our friends for advice, or you watch YouTube videos for advice, or your therapist and you want someone else to make the decision for you, you don't know what to do, you know. Because when that person tells you the advice and you reject it, it's because they're not saying what you want them to say. You know deep down what you want them to say to you. You just want someone else to reaffirm and acknowledge it. We know the answer. We just need to go inwards. Another point, live by the 80-20 rule. 20% of the work is going to get 80% of the results. Watch my Game of Life video. Your life will not go as planned. And we can't plan everything out because things are going to happen along the way. Time goes faster as you get older. Like, this is a real thing. Look at that. Scary. Savor the moment. Live in the present. Live by your values. Figure out what your values are. And if you don't know your values, you're not going to be very happy. For example, my values are, when you're stressed, we need to let it out. When you're emotional, you need to let it out. So start writing, just journal it out. And you'll find that sometimes the problem is a lot smaller than we originally thought it was. We just need to let it out. If you keep everything in you, that's not healthy, number one, and two, you're not going to have clarity on the situation. So write everything out. And also, our memory can be really bad. Memory is fallible. We create false memories as well, which is why it's important to also keep that journal. I write absolutely everything out because I know I'm going to forget and my mind is going to warp the story a lot. And I especially, like, for example, if someone does something to you and you know you might forget, write about what they did in detail, how they made you feel, so that in the future you can go back and read it and be like, oh my god, I forgot how bad they made me feel. Because for example, like say an ex did something to you and you were like crying and you felt so bad, and when they came back you're so overwhelmed and happy that they came back and you're like, what they did in the past wasn't that bad. Hey, pull out that journal and you're gonna see, oh my god, I was crying, I felt so bad, and you can relive that experience and remember what they did.